So Jeff, are you familiar with the pill cultures, like the online, like the red pill, the blue pill, now there's more pills.
The Matrix?
Yeah, well, it's based on the Matrix.
No, I am not. Hit me to the jack.
Based on the Matrix.
I love that blue pill community, man.
Yeah, but man, those blue pill people, they're the worst.
Yeah. We just love it. They're just in the dreamland. Oh man,
that's
great.
us. We're the blue pill people.
Oh boy, yeah.
Because we live in the fucking illusion where, like, you know, women are equals and like your vote matters.
Yeah, it's
and,
great.
Like,
That's what I'm
steak tastes good and like Joe
boy.
Pantoliano is a senator or something. I don't know. That's the blue. That's the illusion. And then the red pill is like the nuance. It's the edge. It's the fucking. I see all the levels. I see it. I see the hard truths that no one wants to see. That's the red pill. That's you living in reality. But then we were getting confused today because there's also black pill. Black pill, I think, is when you're. I think it's when either pill is just made you insane. I think if you red pill so much that you disconnect from reality, you've now black pilled.
Oh, boy. Also, those pills are more likely to be shot by police.
But if you take the red pills, you know why.
Right.
If you take blue pills, you're like, why are the black pills getting shot? I don't understand.
Are they snagglepuss?
Yeah. And then there was something about white pills, and I don't know what that is, but there's different pills for different things. And then there's different movements too online. It's now come to, so this is the weird thing, because, you know, like in my day, 2016, like it was like you were either an alpha or a cuck. That's what I understood to be the case. And so a cuck is, okay, you like you can't handle women, like you're submissive to them because you just hope that women will just donate some sex to you. You're living the lie. You're like, please, ladies, if I virtue signal enough, won't you give me your vagina nuggets? Alms for the cuck poor. Please, Cersei, please throw your vagina candies from your Lannister wagon. And those are cucks. That's me. And then and all of our friends and almost everybody in the audience, but except for maybe one guy who's like gonna run up here and go ee! Or something at some point in the show, and I'll become Shia LaBeouf. And, but that's that. And then I thought, and then the other thing is like you're alpha, okay? Like you work out, your body's a temple. You try not to jerk off a lot, I think, because you deserve sex from women who are sluts. And if they try to pretend like they're not, it's like some shit they're trying to pull. And you need to understand that if you say to a woman, like, nice coat, she'll be like, oh, can I suck your dick? Because, like, they just respond to that shit since paleo times. So that's the other side. And I'm trying to be objective about this, like, and be like, oh, those are the two things I understood. But lately, what I've been learning about is now there's I have no, and I don't want to like stomp on any. I don't want anybody to be like, that's not what that is, and you got that backwards. I'm assuming I don't know what the fuck anyone's talking about anymore. But I was just like, Cody was like sitting in bed today with the iPad, and she's like, what the fuck? And I was like, what? There's these things. There's like omega virgins or something. There's this whole thing about virginity now. Yeah. There's there's like alt-righty kind of people who are virgins, but who don't want to have sex with women and are straight.
Because that would make them a cuck?
Right.
What?
I think that's what it is. It's like I'm a virgin and I have power because I'm a virgin because no sale, young lady.
Because the very idea of pleasuring a woman is vile to me.
But or even getting pleasure from them though. That's like you're going. So you're talking about we're subdividing now because there's people who are going like, look, you're not gonna fucking defeat me by pointing out that I have a hunchback or a mole on my lip or something, that's why I'm a Nazi. Like I know that card and I'm not going to let you play it. Because there's a thing called Incel. Is that? Yeah. It's involuntary celibacy. Now, is that the same thing? Is it like?
That just means like I'm a militant virgin.
Right. But involuntary doesn't sound like militant about being a virgin. That would be voluntary, but it's like
I can't get laid, but I wouldn't if I could.
Right.
No, involuntary means you didn't choose.
Right. It's like being like a proud Quasimodo.
Well,
like you're going.
I chose to be unfuckable.
Well, it's not
No,
chosen.
I didn't choose, but I choose to be proud of not being involuntarily fuckable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
but if you think about it for a second, it's
They're
not
taking
that, I mean,
it back.
yeah.
What's that?
They're taking it back. They don't
Right.
want to be called virgins. They're incels. It sounds like they're Splinter Cell or something.
Well, like, because they're breaking the chains of that go-to that you can always say.
Sure.
You could just say, well, you're ugly and you're just doing this because you're pent up and you have a lot of sperm in your balls that can't get out, and you're like, and you don't like jerking off for some reason because you read that Joe Rogan doesn't or something, and you're. And I'm not bagging on the roadster. I'm just saying.
Now I don't want to jerk off anymore.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan does it?
I don't know. He's all ripped and like cage fights and like, I don't know. He's like, I imagine that he probably, I wouldn't be surprised if you found out he was like, no, dude, you got a no-fap or something. I don't know. Or maybe he's like, no, you got to jerk off 3 times a day. I don't know. But I shouldn't have riffed Joe Rogan's name. That's going to be very distracting. I'm just saying, like, I think it's kind of interesting, the idea of like, because what we're really talking about here is our original base, nerds. You're talking about people that feel unfuckable, people that are like, maybe when they look in the mirror, they're like, oh yeah, I know why no one wants to fuck me, and then those people are saying, yeah, but I still want to be like on the alpha side, so you can't tell me, oh, no one wants to fuck you. I know that. Yeah. You're not supposed to want to, yes, and I don't care. Yes, if I had a magic wand, I would make myself look like Tom Cruise. No, I cannot do that. I do not have that magic wand. I am proud of myself. You will not shame me. I still know bitches is crazy. Yes.
I'm the king of unfuckability.
It's interesting. See all these little quadrants that are sub-quadrants are developing. There's this guy. Cody was like, she just went down this rabbit hole. Like, if it was me, I wouldn't. But I was like, you got to text that to me. So this is like an example this is a blog entry from a guy that's like I don't know if he would call himself incel or if his blog entry, and I don't want to be the reason why shade gets thrown on him, as the millennials say. I don't want to be the, but it's the words Omega Virgin are in his URL, so I assume it's like he's like an incel or a super verge or so. But I don't know if these guys hate each other. Just look over there, the super verges just crashed the party. Let's show them how incels do it. Sanctuary. So this is his blog entry. The title is "Women Think That Gazpacho is Creepy."
Well, that's where he and I agree, because I'm kidding.
Yesterday, I was out getting lunch that recently added gazpacho, a cold Spanish tomato soup, to their menu. I overheard 2 women ahead of me in line talking about the new gazpacho. One of the women asks the other what gazpacho is. Change tense, that's fine. The other woman says,
Dan, don't tempt shame.
I mean, where is the pride maypole if it's not? I mean, there's got to be something. You got to be Frasier if you're going to go here. Okay. One of the women asks the other what gazpacho is. The other woman says that it's like salsa that you drink. The first woman says that gazpacho is creepy. The second woman agreed. After that, I made sure to get some gazpacho with my lunch, because I was not going to let women ruin gazpacho, especially by calling gazpacho creepy. I have been saying for a long time that women calling men creepy is bullshit. However, this proves it. Women are willing to call traditional Spanish cuisine creepy, which is complete rubbish by itself. If a soup can be creepy, then any man being called creepy is meaningless.
He let him himself off the hook.
I don't know what formula that is in geometric equations. I don't know if that's the transitive property.
It's like I think it's called the prestige.
If two women think soup is creepy, and all women think I'm creepy, and I eat the soup and like it, I'm Tom Cruise. It almost it brings up this point because I can almost sense some of you thinking what I'm thinking as I'm halfway through that. I'm like, wait, is this a bit? Is this guy doing a character? This is the problem with our new generation. They're very ironic and savvy. Like you can't tell. And also I think that's like a fallback. It's kind of like, when you go to a high school dance or wherever, it's a function and you're feeling awkward and you don't know when you should dance and if you should dance and if you do dance, how you should dance and what you think of the people dancing. And it's like there's all these things going through your head, but like you can like conquer a lot of them by just kind of like going like this and like dancing goofy. But like there's so much fluidity there. Like I just think that. These kids today, like, it's so easy to just like be passionate about something and like rail about something, and then if anybody were to ever say, well, that's fucked up, like you seem like a horrible person, you could be like, that's the point, even if it wasn't the point. Like you could just be like, that's the point. Or you could say, I was kidding, even if you weren't kidding. You could even not know if you're kidding or what the point is. That's why these fucking children of the damned are terrifying to me. They don't know even what Nazism is. They're like, oh, this swastika will look great on my balls, and then they're like, and then they take their balls out there, and they put them out there, and the balls get kicked, and they're like, this is fucking fucked up, man. Like we don't know when they're kidding. Did you see that guy, the guy that talked like Bob Hope, the white supremacist in the Viceland documentary, that guy? I was like, the Jews are killing me, oh boy.
I gotta say.
I didn't even say we're non-violent. I mean, we're violent. I'll kill these fucking people if I have to. And then he's in the hotel room and he's going like, I don't even know it's Chelsea Manning's. I said, like, didn't you think while you're watching that video, like, is this dude kidding? He might be doing a bit. And I'm like, well, where does this bit land? Like, what if it's some part of some plan, That's why I didn't bother making fun of him, because I was like, this is too easy. But what I did love most of all was that then, of course, what's it? OK Cupid, like pulling his profile and going like, he's banned for life. Oh. This is why I choose the blue pill, because I like the idea that hive mind or not, that can be this guy's purgatory. That he's like that's like undateable. Like he's just branded, and he's like, come on, that sucks. Like I just wanted to use OK Cupid to meet a Nazi girl, talk about Jews and how they shouldn't be. Well, I tickled her belly with a rose. I like long walks on the beach, and I can't wait to get these black people out of here. I got 17 guns and 4 manifestos, and I love Stranger Things. Will you be mine? Pending a Ancestry.com check.
He's also that new wave of Nazi where he's not afraid to show his emotional side. He's not afraid to cry on camera.
I know, but why would he do that? Why would he do that? And the answer is, well, he's nuts, right? Like he's unhinged, he's borderline. Like that's how he got into racism in the first place. Is there's some valve missing where he doesn't understand. He doesn't have perspective. He doesn't see the bigger picture. And maybe sometimes we don't. There were 20,000 people in Boston. It was like this big show. We all loved it. And then we were like, I was just slowly like, wait, who's in that rotunda? Like, do you see that thing? I was like, you woke up to it. I was like, hate speech rally, like absolutely shut down by the people of Boston. Like they filled the streets. This beautiful image of these, all the racists in the world only fit inside this little rotunda. And then everybody else is going around like, there were people chanting "fuck free speech." It's alarming, but it's still like you still take it. You're like, it's way better than the alternative. 5 months ago, if you had asked me what do you think's going to happen? I'd be like, all those 20,000 people are going to be like, give him a chance, give Trump a chance, and I'm like, I'd be packing my bags and like I'd just go to, I don't know where I'd go, Tulum. We go back to, maybe I can afford to live under the hotel, eggs I like. But I had the lowest opinion of us. I thought that all the people, I thought that if you gathered 20,000 of us, we would be like, oh, I'm scared enough to, sure, I'll hate an immigrant or two, or we'll wrap that in a package, like where I don't have to say that out loud anymore. We'll call it a different thing, and I'll start chanting that. So it had, even if there was just one old lady in that rotunda with like a free speech sign, and she just pissed her pants and died, it's still a better day than maybe if not she really died, I guess. Okay, fine.
Would she die of pissing her pants?
I mean, let's say she died of natural causes and people felt bad. Like she was like, like she had a thyroid condition.
That would be good then.
Anyways, but it's better times now, right? It's like a weird it's like a part of the carnival ride where you're already through the shit that like really made you piss your pants, but it's like no more safe now, but you're like desensitized, but now you're kind of like, I don't know, like feel like we're now shouting like faster at the carny, like we're like faster, like whereas we were, now we're all out of our minds and like we're just wanting to do this, like let's take this, let's see where this goes.
Yeah, it's the most alarming thing for me is that they don't have to wear hoods anymore. They get to actually show their face on camera. That's the scary thing.
I mean, it's alarming that they thought they could, but it's uplifting that it turns out they kind of couldn't. Like,
right.
Like they're getting fired and they're
all
bummed out.
That they're getting fired. Like, I just thought I could hate a couple black people on the weekends.
Yeah, and it's that logic thing. You revert to that logic thing and the outrage thing and the victim thing. It's like, more and more what we're learning is that the entire time there's just like, we're all like little kittens and we want to suck at this titty of like feeling sorry for ourselves, and it's like, these are the people that perceived everybody else as getting a big mouthful of that specific titty. Like that they perceived the rest of us as feeling sorry for ourselves and getting like handouts for being victims. And they were like, I want that job. I always thought the whole time they were like, get off my shoe, you crazy victim. They were like, no, move over, victim. I want that victim gravy. Like you're hogging it all.
Delicious.
Like, I want to be oppressed. Like there was a guy. One of those virgin soldier people was like they used they referred to women as oppression thieves.
Wait, what?
And I thought that was an eye-opener. I was like, yeah, they're oppression thieves. They were referring specifically to the Harambe meme and how women hijacked that and turned it into...
I remember when that happened.
Something that's not fair because we were just having fun and women turn everything into how women are victims.
Yeah,
and it's like,
that sucked.
And then I thought I understood all of that logic, but now it's kind of adorable that it turns out the rest of that sentence is like, yeah, women, we're the victims. We want to be the victims. We never get to be the victims. It's like, that's what privilege really is. It's a form of oppression. It's like denial of victimhood. That's not fair. I never got to be a victim. You don't know what it's like to wake up every day and have no idea what a victim feels like. There's not a minute that goes by where I don't know that I command all that I survey.
And I still can't get a job.
Right, exactly. Isn't that the real fucking problem?
Hey, Mr. Superior Race, you could drop a few. Right, you could fucking you could be a little sexier.
What, are you fucking kidding me? I've been turning my body into a goddamn fucking Jew killing machine.
But why?
I got a fucking bar in my kitchen doorway. I fucking crank on that.
I just, Mr. Superior, I don't understand if you're so superior to everybody. How come you feel so under the thumb of these inferior people?
Because of the Jews and the black people and the black Jews.
But it sounds like you're afraid that they might have one up on you. They might be.
I think
superior.
maybe you're afraid. I think you're afraid. I think you're afraid of the reality.
I think that the guy that doesn't have 6 guns and a knife on him. Well, I seem more relaxed than you do.
I just brought these so I could feel comfortable speaking my mind. Okay? Like, that's not something you could understand. You bring black people when you want to speak your mind. I have weapons. Like, I don't trust black people to protect my speech. You got all these black people helping you speak.
Are you secretly Jay Leno? I can't.
No, not at all. I just want to show you some headlines about the problem that we're facing here. This is real. This was really in the paper here. Look at this headline.
I saw that you drove here in a Stanley steamer. I mean,
look, that's a white power car. It's vintage. It's a Butte. Look at this headline. It says, you get a load of this. Man saves Jew from tree. Gives it a bowl of milk. This is real. Anyways, we get these headlines. I don't know. Here's the next one. This is a coupon in the paper. Look at this. 3 cakes, and then look down in the corner. Jews. All right. Okay. I'm Jay Leno. Okay, you caught me.
It's okay to admit that you're Jay Leno.
I just feel like I don't have a place. I feel like I'm being replaced.
You were the king of late night for a while. It doesn't like no Reich lasts forever. You can't be the king of late night for 1,000 years.
Yeah, that's your perception. That's it. That's how you see it. Anyways, we have a great show.
Let's bring out Keira Knightley, everybody. Keira Knightley is here tonight.